points. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the New York Jets under the lights on Thursday night.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's Steven Sims with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field, and not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Digs there to bring it in. This is ahead for about 5. Quincy Williams making the tackle. And it's a nickel look from the Jets, 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He finds Woods. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Robert Saleh, you can tell he thinks the officials got this wrong, and he's going to challenge that call. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, these Jets fans, they've been waiting for this moment. They only got 4 snaps of Aaron Rodgers a season ago before, unfortunately, that Achilles snapped. He's put himself in tremendous shape. He worked to almost get back last season, and that arm and that release, Kate, it is still one of the most dynamic in the game.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 38. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. The 30. The 10. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Damian Pierce now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the ground again with Mixon. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Mixon on the counter. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On play action, here's Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Stroud. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Stroud. Throwing this back in the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The 2nd drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Has a man. It's Tyler Conklin. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
The give on second to Hall. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's Hall once more. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down now.
Boy, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Keeping it with Mixon. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Ashton Davis there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. A pass caught by Tank Dell. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Takes off right out of the read option. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Here's Stroud now. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Connection made to Dell. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Texans pushing for a late spark before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air, Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Xavier Gibson now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Now here comes the New York offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. And that throw intended for Malachi Corley. And now they face second down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. First down throw by Rodgers. Malachi Corley reels it in. And they bring him down around the 34. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 3 now. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
That is the halfway point here on Thursday night. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Gibson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. That's caught. He finds Allen Lazard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And have him gain about a handful there. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Wilson's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They start the half with a give to Hall. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Off play action, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To throw is Rodgers. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Pierce now on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running with Mixon out of the gun. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Stroud throwing here on first. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, ball at the 36. Stroud off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try and run this. He's contained at the line for no gain. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Second and 10 now. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Pass caught by Mixon. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this out to the 33. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball at the 33 for first down. Rodgers will look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Rodgers to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Conklin brings it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing once again, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Adams. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Ball at the 33 for first down. Again, Rodgers. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And now it's second down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
That throw finds Conklin. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, it's Hall. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. They go right back to Hall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Important moment as they turn to Greg Zuerlein. This from 30 yards out. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Pierce now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
The Texans set to punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Rodgers here off the play action. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Hall running between the tackles. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Throw complete to Williams. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 9-point advantage. Mike Williams, the touchdown. Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Sims now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Out now come the Texans on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here he is to throw. Has his man. It's Mixon.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Second down now, 7 to go. To throw. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Looking to throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Now to throw. He's got him. That's Mixon. And he's taken down at the 30. Houston calls it second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Throwing now. Cut by Diggs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on 4th. He has it at the 5. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Jets come up with a football that should just about ice this game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. This will be a nice win for the Jets, who draw closer to it as they take a knee. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the win goes to the Jets. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.